What's up, guys? This is Jay. Today is Friday, February 7th of 2025. I'm in one of my out yards at Crumpler, West Virginia, doing some hard sugar feeding today. We made up some sugar bricks. Let's show you what that looks like. All right, this is my basket of sugar bricks. I did a video on how I make those. It's a ratio of 9 to 1 parts sugar to water. We just come through my Crumpler apiary, and this out yard, it normally houses 20 colonies through here. I went into winter at this apiary with 13 colonies, and I come to check them today after that harsh winter storm that we had, and I still have 10 of them with bees in them. So I did lose 3 at this yard. I went into winter at my home yard with 17 colonies, and I lost 2 there. So that's 30 colonies that at those 2 yards that I was trying to bring through, and I still have 25 out of the 30. I do have to check on one more apiary I'm gonna take sugar to. But from what we're hearing, this year has been a really hard year on losses, and that seems to be true. Even though I've only lost 5 out of the 30, that's higher than average for me. It is important to feed your bees this time because it's been a crazy winter. So it's a good time to get out there and put some solid sugar on. The bees are going to need some help until the flow comes in. Beekeeping is very regional, and our first little bit of flow is going to be at the end of this month when we start to see maple bloom. And then we should start to see some dandelion pollen come in. A little bit of food source for them in the spring, but beekeeping is very regional. No further south, they're starting to see pollen and nectar come in a little bit earlier, but as for me in West Virginia, southern part of West Virginia, we're not going to see any of that. So we do have to supplemental feed at least until there is a substantial nectar flow to get the bees through. But get out there, do some bee stuff. You're not going to get it sitting on the couch. And all right, then, we'll see you next time. I want to share a couple of photos. This photo is a diagram of a weak, a normal, and a strong colony cluster. Now that cluster size, it does shrink and grow depending on the temperature of the day, and if the bees cluster isn't touching frames of food like honey and resources, the bees can starve to death. Now a bee's cluster, they tend to chimney up through the hive. That's why we use the Langstroth's hives. That way the bees can reach the resources. The top bar hives for us and the long hives, they don't work in northern climates where we have extended days of weather that is below freezing. So that's why we have to put food directly over the brood, because those outer frames of brood won't be able to touch resources, and that's what can cause starvation.